might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams.
Some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Lonzo Ball out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Vucevic, and it's DeRozan, and at the power forward.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. Ball's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. Pass to Lopez. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Allen. Back to Lopez. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Allen passes to Lopez. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And we've seen Lopez kind of expand his range. But at his core, this guy enjoys banging inside.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
They get a hand on it. Out to DeRozan. Over onto the Kumbo. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And here's Giannis. Lopez outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the rare catching fire from the center. Brook Lopez is a different kind of 5. Possesses incredible range.
LaVine, that's good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Shoots a fader. And so it's Chicago holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten...
Please give a big round of applause for your Bucks youth and stage.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
The 4 and 5. Giannis and Portis. Holiday leads the backcourt with Connaughton by his side. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now in for Drew Holiday.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Ball and Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton, able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Ball against Carter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Drummond's checked in for the Bulls.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Williams picks him up.
Substitution for your Bucks.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Bucks 21. The Bulls 27.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Zach LaVine. Vucevic is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. On the wing, LaVine. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving Chris Paul. He has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They were a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Passes it to Middleton. As Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Joe Ingles comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Grayson Allen. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Caruso's got 6 points. Bucks trail by 8. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Beverly. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Holiday with the slam.
I'll tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness. From 12 feet out, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he...
After the review, the ruling before is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did it. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. Dragic is out there with Allen. And it's Crowder in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside DeRozan takes a three. And the Bulls another three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Ball against Dragic. Out to DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Chicago.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lonzo Ball.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Here's DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. The Bucks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Williams. Giannis against DeRozan. Outside Holiday. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the chart.
That's right, everybody. It's now time for your Bucks player crew.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Levine kicks to DeRozan. And the layup falls.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
High post Lopez. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Connects from downtown.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Ang topic ng mga tao na sa awit namin ay